Hello, my name is Blob, James Blob. And as you have guessed, the sole purpose of my existence is to eat. Because let's face it, blobs are stupid, brainless creatures. You can eat anything smaller than you, and anything bigger than you can eat you, so you must avoid that by all costs. It's a browser game, free to play, now available on mobile. If you are interested, go to agario and play it right away. It's a free multiplayer game. Controls are simple: move your mouse to control your cell, press space to split, press W to eject some mass. And even with two control buttons, there's a lot of tactics involved in this game. I usually set dark theme and show mass. And as you see, there are like 200,000 players now. Insane. 200,000 blobs are walking amongst us. Wow. Let's play. So just point your mouse towards any direction and you will move. Avoid being eaten by other blobs. Keep in mind they can split, and if you split, half of your blob will receive acceleration, so that's the way how huge blobs can catch up with smaller ones. Usually, bigger the blob, slower it is. So without this feature, no big blob would ever catch up. Also, by using W and ejecting some mass into enemy, you make him bigger and thus slower. So if you can still eat him, sometimes it's a good idea just to feed him before you eat him. Be careful about surroundings. If there is blob that's less than twice your size, it's no problem, but if the blob is huge, you should not approach it. So let's try to reach leaderboard number 1 now. I like to start and play safe, I mean keep away from bigger blobs and eat only not moving blobbies. I'm running around, split in half, and it takes around 30-50 seconds for you to merge back. I don't know why, but sometimes the time differs. On one server I had to wait around 50 seconds, while on another I was able to merge back every 30 or so seconds. So when you split, do make sure there is no immediate threat nearby you. Yay, I ate him. Once again. This was a risky move, but still it worked. You can play aggressive or safe. By splitting too much you are risking a lot, but same time you can gain much faster weight. Safer means don't split up too many times. And just collect those small, not moving blobs. But when you reach specific size, it will be impossible to maintain your size only by those. So you will have to cannibalize other blobs, you see. So in my first attempt, I've reached top 7. And I did not see this star. Green star. You see, it broke my bigger blob into many pieces. And now I'm easy target for most of those enemies. And of course, when we are talking about blobs, there is no mercy. There is only one question: are you food or not? Oh, Serbia, yeah, I will be dead. I can't do anything. Oops, yep. Bye bye, James Blob. Number 6 was my top. Let's try again. The beginning is very important, because if you reach specific size, you start growing very fast. I would say that getting to 500 is pretty easy. So just start is collecting stuff and avoiding to being eaten. When you are big enough, start splitting up and eating enemies. Again. And again. And my blob is growing. And this a little bit miscalculated, but luckily for me I still managed to eat them both. Yay, both of them. He tries to eat the little guy, but he can't because he is similar size, and then he makes mistake and I've got a lot of new food to process. Again. Number 6 already, yes. Yes, all of them. Ay, yummy. I missed the yellow one. Number 4. James Blob rules the world. Number 3. I'm climbing slowly up. But one mistake and you are all dead. And when you are big enough, watch for those green stars, because they are really a trap for big blobs. Big and tasty blobs. You see, he's shooting at this green star and star expands and I am split in many pieces. Ouch. And I was number 2 at that moment. Ouch again. And as usually everybody is trying to eat me now. Germany. Playboy. A lot of weirdos coming my way with their mouth open. Ah, Germany will eat my blob. Lucky for me, I could merge at this moment. Yes, Germany is mine. Recovery from green star was actually very lucky for me, because usually you lose a lot, but this time I managed to even gain mass. I become number 1! Yes. This was a silly mistake. I usually do not split in 4 blobs. I try to keep myself in 1 or at most 2 blobs. Otherwise you are too small and too many hungry blobs are on their way to eat you. And this also was my mistake. I did not calculate properly size. And of course NPCs are helping each other. And I am pretty much done. He ate half of me. And my mistake was to go after this red blob. I should have just run away when I could. See, one silly mistake and hunter becomes a prey. And keep in mind that NPCs sometimes work together, maybe even players work together. So if you see more than one big enough blob, big enough to eat half of you, probably it's better to avoid those. And they will merge, I will be dead. James Blob will be eaten by Byzantium. And if you see somebody clearly trying to eat you, sometimes it's smarter to split in half to outrun them. But I survived. Lucky for me there was a star. However, as you see, he shot the star and star split in 2 and hit me, and I am again very tasty James Blob. Oh, these NPCs sometimes are really getting on my nerves. The moment you try to eat something average size, there appear to be several more, and they start feeding the one you try to eat. It becomes bigger and eats you right away. And Byzantium now is merging together, and one good hit and I am completely blobbed. Okay, bye bye. So 6000 highest mass, 26 minutes leaderboard, number 1 top position, cells eaten 77, time alive 37 minutes. Yep. So, if you want to relax or not so relax and you have nothing better to do, try this game. See ya!